Hi guys, welcome back for another Motu Wave 10 review. This time will be the comic book Trapjaw. Alright, and it says on the left 40th anniversary of the Masters of the Universe. And the Masters of the Universe, Trapjaw evil and armed for combat. Retro play style. Alright, okay, so this is the other version of Trapjaw. You see behind the flying rocks as usual. Right, and let me turn the box into at the back. So let me bring it closer. You do see here's the original interdimensional cyborg. Is literally a walking weapon of mass destruction. You see him blasting He-Man right here. Alright, and here it lets you know the cross-sell of the Wave 10 figures, and also how you put the guns back or the pincers back into his arm, and how you open his mouth for action biting feature. Alright, I'm just going to get Trapjaw out of the packaging, and we will have a close look at him. Alright guys, and this is how Trapjaw is packaged out of the box. Alright, and here's how his weapon is stored at the back of the packaging. 3 weapons all together. Guys, and here we are back to have a look at Trapjaw out of the packaging. Right, he looks like a comic book accurate Trapjaw that we've seen in 1984. Right, let's look at something else before we review Trapjaw further. And Trapjaw comes with the removable parts. Right, memorize it. You need it in the future, or else you can always forward to 033 to have a look at this. Alright, it comes with also the comic, like the rest of his wave mates, Mind Over Matter. Just going to have you a quick look at it because it's already this comic is already pinched out a bit, torn a bit. Alright, just to let you see, it's the same as before. Okay. Right, and cross out the back. Alright, and here's Trapjaw. Alright, the menacing guy. Alright, if open his trap, open is basically his mouth for biting action. Alright, and the purpose for this one is if you put a rope, you can swing up and swing down, just like the original Trapjaw. Right, so the helmet is a bit of a red color. The original is basically big pinkish color, dark pink. Alright, and for his face, it looks very well done. There are no paint blemishes on the helmet at all, or on the eyes. You can see his pupils coming out. He's painted in white. Let me check. Sorry. This time it's painted in yellow instead of white. Compared to the original Trapjaw. Alright, you can take his head off, just like this, and put it back. The same as goes for the arm, you can take it out and put it back. Alright, this is his armor. Utility belt and weapons are basically grayish in color instead of except for the utility belt, the original one is green. However, the rest of the weapons utility belt are all the armor on the right hand side of him is black. Alright, just have a closer look at him. He is the same figure, just the paints deco is a bit different. It comes with 3 weapons. Okay, let me take it out of the utility belt. We will look at the figure when we come back again. Okay, it comes with this pincer weapon. Okay, comes with the hook. Okay, it's metal. It's basically just gray and this is his weapon, similar to the original, just the colors is different. Trapjaw, when you look at his green color, or I'm not too sure if it's yellow, so hopefully I'm not colorblind, but it's definitely a different color from afar. Okay, and if you look at the utility belt, you can just take it off right here, and you look at the loincloth is red in color at the back. In front you have a bit of multicolored basically on it, red, black, red and black, and the belt here is also just red. And you have a skull on the utility belt. You can hang two weapons here, left and right, and this is at the back of his armor. Is also molded into the mold, so it's not a separate piece which you can detach. However, you can detach his arm right here and put it back in. The arm does rotate a full 360, and the weapon, alright, is exactly the same. A bit, just a bit of just color difference. It just bend at the elbow. Alright, and this is basic. This is where you put the other weapons in. Or the other arm, it does rotate, bend at the elbow, and his bracelet is also silver. You can rotate his hands or swivel it. He has a waist rotation. Right, the leg goes back and forth. It bends at the knee. Alright, the boot is rotatable. Alright, you have a you can rock the feet. And speaking of the boot, it's an interesting color, a mixture of white and red. So I would say this is the most interesting Trapjaw I've ever seen. So it's a bit more brighter. It brings out the color of the figure, which is nice. In the weapons, usually you can put in a signature blaster this way, or you can take it out, put in the pincer weapon, just rotate, and also lastly the hook. Okay, so yep, and if you want to store it, you can just put it in right here, just like this, and the other goes in just like this. Alright, so yeah, this has been just a quick review of Trapjaw for the new version. Alright, let's compare him with the original Trapjaw to see what differences do they have. Guys, here's a comparison with the original Trapjaw. In front of you can see the differences between the armor from black to grey, this part and this part, the utility belt, the loincloth. Right, this is just basically a one color. Alright, he doesn't have the knee pads right here, which is green, is all just flesh to him, and his boots are, instead of black, becomes the normal boots with a bit of stripes going through them. If you look at Trapjaw, both of them side by side on his hands, you notice that the new Trapjaw in the Wave 10 doesn't have mechanical parts on him, on the shoulder, and he doesn't have the this as well. Right, and for the back, they are identical. There's no differences. You can see the helmet itself. Okay, and to the other side, alright, there's no differences in between those, just the colors. Right, and here we are seeing another figure, and this time it would be the CGI Netflix He-Man cartoon series for the children. All right, and you can see how they stack up together. All right, He-Man of course looks beefier than Trapjaw. All right, and lastly, let's bring in another figure that you might recognize. All right, so side by side, it's a bit of trouble standing. Back and front again. All right, and this has been a short review of the Masters of the Universe Wave 10 comic book Trapjaw, or the second version 2.0. If you like the review, click on the subscribe button below, and it will help me a lot to bring you more reviews in the future. This is Cold Wars 2008 signing off.